What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Talk with Flea. Another week, another dollar. It's a little special day, man. My nigga Sugar Digger in the building today. Nigga threw the headphones on quick. Suge, you don't even got your mic on or nothing, man. But look at this nigga here, man.
Yeah, I'm in the building. Yo, Sin, I see you, baby.
Yeah. What's up, nigga?
Kind of bust a couple moves. What I need to do. I ain't gonna say too much. Holidays.
My nigga Suge in the building. Listen, man. What you're not gonna do is take my show and turn it into your show, because I know it'll turn into your show real quick, man. We know it will, man. But listen, if you got something to say and you ever want to chime in, just chime in, man. Feel free. You ain't been here in a little while, man.
I'm here, baby.
Let me school you. You have to bring your. Yeah. There you go. If you want to chime in, you want to chime in.
All right, let's do this, man. Yo, Chopper Style was popping,
Hold
my
on,
G.
stop the show. We didn't even introduce the nigga. That shit. This nigga here crazy, man.
All right, let's start over.
Man.
Yo, Nick, start it over.
Yeah, keep that shit.
Just keep the shit, Nick. Just keep the whole shit, man. Listen, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck it, man. Listen, I was trying to get the proper introduction because, look, we know there's been a topic of conversation, and we're not going to make it all about that, but we are going to talk about real quick the topic of conversation because it has been on the #1 documentary on Netflix for the last 10, 11, 12 days, which a lot of shows, not just documentaries, TV shows, movies don't stay up that long. I was actually part of the #1 movie this year on Netflix, Happy Gilmore 2. You knew that shit?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. So,
Shit, I ain't make the flight. Fuck, man. Need my little scene. Yeah, you know I'm a hater.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, crazy. But
Yeah, it was cool.
it was cool. This nigga's wild. But first of all, I want to introduce my brother bring back my brother Sin City. Larry's in the building. And we have a special guest today. This is my little brother. He been A1 since day one. And with all this bad boy shit going on, we never heard no funny shit about my little bro. Chopper, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Wow. What's down, baby?
What's going on, man? You got something in front of your camera right now.
Feeling, Brad?
You got something.
How you feeling?
I'm good. There's something in front of your camera right now. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It was cool a minute ago. Let me take a look.
Okay.
There you go.
That's better?
Yeah, we good now.
Okay.
We good. What's up? How you been?
All right. I've been okay, King. You know, I'm doing a little more than maintaining. I'm blessed to be able to be a hustler, to, be an octopus or whatever I got to do. You heard me? I'm blessed. You dig? Stand solid like I always do. You heard me? You know how that go.
I say one thing about you New Orleans niggas. Y'all niggas know how to hustle, man. Y'all niggas,
Yes, indeed.
Y'all niggas is some of the biggest hustlers in the world. I started doing what I started doing, not rapping, but I'm talking about movements. There was a lot of movements in New York.
I know how that go.
Yeah, it was a lot of movement. I'm talking about like Tribe Called Quest, and then, I'm going back. I'm a little older, and then you got Rockefeller and Rough Riders and Murder Inc. But, first thing I seen when I really wanted to do something as a movement was No Limit. And then when I seen what Cash Money did, and I'm like, it wasn't regular money these niggas was getting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, New Orleans, for real, them New Orleans niggas get it. Even when you sit and think about, even though it's not necessarily in a realm what we doing, I'm just talking, like me, I don't categorize, you have to categorize it, that's the wrong word to use. But however you get to it, you get to it. And when you sit there and think about somebody who was homeless in 2006 and now a billionaire nigga like Tyler Perry, I'm like, what kind of hustle these motherfuckers got down there, man? Like, it's a different type of hustle down there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a lot of respect for you New Orleans niggas, like top notch in the country, man. It's a lot of niggas, you got Detroit, you got Chicago, of course, New York, LA. But I got a really, really big respect for you guys, man. So thank you for being on the show, Chop. We haven't spoken a little bit.
Thank you for having me, big bro. I mean that. But I want to say this here.
Yes.
We get it get it from I would say like New York. You heard me, y'all have been running with the torch for so long, and we have been inspired from watching y'all hustle. And we didn't really have the labels and all that up, down here. So we had to figure out how to do all this on our own, and it kind of just ran off with just generations of the mentality of that you got to get it on your own, and ain't nobody gonna come down here and save you. That makes sense?
No, it make a lot of
Yeah.
sense. You know what's crazy? The nigga Baby told me, shout out to my bro Baby, that's like my big bro. He told me,
Believe that.
he said, yo, you don't even know how lucky you motherfuckers are. And I was
I'm
like,
trying to tell you.
and I was like, he said, I said, what you talking about? He said, y'all niggas got everything here, the record companies here, the people here. Man, I have 20 billion I lived up this motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you.
He told me that. He told me that for a fact. He said, y'all niggas don't even know how lucky your motherfuckers are. So when you say that, I understand where you're coming from, because that was relayed to me over a decade ago from my nigga Baby, man. So
And not just that, Killer. I lived in New York during that whole period. So it was just a blessing to be a young dude. Like a lot of people didn't know, even though I'm making the band. You heard me. I was 16.
right.
Like I remember, I seen you in so many clubs through the BMF era, nigga. I was like 17 around that time. So
You was outside.
y'all was my school.
Right. And when I did see you, you wasn't with nobody. You was on your own talking about, I'm going to see what the fuck going on. Thinking the band shit was over. You was like, I'm outside. I got to see what's the fuck happening. I'm here. We might as well see what the fuck
and not just that, son. Even being around you, I'm a big Dipset fan. Us down here in New Orleans, we Dipset out for real. Like
I appreciate
y'all
that.
was our inspiration.
Right.
So what I mean. I had to be around that shit. You heard me?
I appreciate that, man. So let me ask you this, man. What you been doing lately and what you got going on before we even start any questions? Let people know what's been happening with you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, I got a restaurant down here, the lounges down here. I wiggle how I wiggle. If I was to say the names, they ain't gonna come support me. But
I agree with that 100%. I had a few restaurants where I recognize that so much. I had a few spots, and when niggas found out it was mine, they throw bricks through the window, come put graffiti on it. Shit was cool until they knew it was mine. So I totally understand what you're saying, man. 100%.
Yeah. So and I learned a lot from the game, bro. I learned that you got to be an octopus to survive in this. You can't really bank on trying to be a rapper. You understand? You got to really use that as a stepping stone to create different outlets. And if you ain't thinking like that, you bound to drown. You definitely gonna lose. You putting all your eggs in one basket. Them things gonna crack.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So
That's a fact. 'Cause
yeah.
you think about this,
hustle,
right?
bro.
And you're 100% right. You think about this, right? And to your point, when you think about the richest niggas that started in rap, most of their money is not from rap. When you think about Jay-Z, the majority of his money is not from music. Now you use music to catapult into other things, but the majority of the money that he's made has been outside of music. You think about somebody like Kanye, even though he went through a situation he's going through, a dude that goes from having almost 2 billion, if not 2 billion, down to 400 million, but the majority, that goes to show the 1.4, whatever it was, 1.6, it's from Adidas. You think about somebody like right now, Nas, he's getting 40 million. He cashed out 40 million from the Ring app. Then he got another app he got $100 million in. You think about Dr. Dre, as much as we love his music, the majority of that money came from Beats by Dre. So you're right, you have to branch off, use your music to catapult into other things if you can, 100%, man. So I'm happy
That's why I learned a lot of game from you too. Just dropping mixtapes, dropping projects. Look, and to the artists out here, you your own label. You don't need no offense to the record labels, big ups to them, but you don't need a record label. You are your record label. You understand me? Like this a pay for hire game. So the moment you start making money from different outlets, you dig. Then you'll look in the mirror and say, with the money that you got, am I worth investing that into? You know what I'm saying?
No, you ain't. You are 100% correct. And especially we're in a whole different time to where if you're a major record label, they don't want you till you got numbers. It isn't like before where they could go scout talent and be like, yo, this nigga's gonna be the next one, or I'm telling you this, that, and third. What they do now, if a record label wants you, and I'm just telling this to young artists as well, 9 out of 10 times you don't need them. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
You don't need them
No, you
because they
don't.
only want you because you have 10 million followers or you have X amount of Facebook friends or you have this many friends on Twitter or Instagram followers or Snapchat
Yeah.
or wherever else. They're going to the
Yeah.
analytics, and by the time they figure out exactly how much money you're making, they're probably going to offer you less or the same amount of money you're making. So to your point, 100% you don't need it. I remember years ago, we talked about it, not real quick, because we talked about this on the last show, and Sin asked me about my relationship with Mac Miller. God bless the dead. And that's like I said,
Rest in peace to Mac.
yeah, rest in peace to Mac. And I was telling Sin that, you know, he came to my house with my studio and all that, and he was more like a cool ass nigga. We didn't really rap about music too much. We did like 3-4 songs together, but it was more about that nigga was just cool. We would vibe and chill out. And he was telling me, and the reason I'm telling me, I don't know, he's been going for a while. This damn time flies. It's maybe like 12 years ago. I don't know the exact time, but it was a long ass time ago. And we was chilling in my house and he was saying, yo, I forget what record label it was, but a record label, he said, yo, Cam, they just offered me $5 million. I'm not taking that. I said, damn. And at the time I didn't understand where he was coming from because he was on the game earlier than I was when it came to pushing shit digitally, even though it was really early as far as you know, TuneCore, DistroKids, all that shit. And I was like, what's wrong with $5 million? And he said, Cam, you know, that's what I'm saying to myself. And he said, Cam, I'm about to go on a 60-city tour. And I'm getting 100,000 a tour. I was like, damn, you making 100,000 a show? I was bugging. But that's just my nigga who come into my crib. He said, when the tour's over, I'm making $6 million from the tour, and they offered me $5 million. He said, Cam, I ain't signed no record deal. Now, if they want to come to me, this is exact words, they want to come to me with the Michael Jackson deal, give me $50 million, I might could talk. But besides that, what the fuck I need to talk to niggas for?
Talk your smack,
yeah, and now this is probably a decade or more ago. So imagine today how technology grew and so on and so forth. Just how you don't need them as much as you think you do. People want the machine behind them, but them niggas gonna look at your analytics and they not building artists from the ground up. It's motherfucking AI artists right now. The #1 country singer in the country is AI. You get what I'm saying?
I just think in the era that we're living in, the artists are a little too lazy, and they feel like they want the easy way out. They just think that with their talents, they should reap the rewards. When the real truth of it is, you should come into this business when the era that we in and the technology, you heard me, that we in, you should come in here knowing the business. So when you come in here, they can give you the Michael Jackson contracts. You know, you got to learn this business. This is called the music business. This is not called rap your life away and reap the rewards.
Right.
The rewards is that's easy. That's given to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you come in here with knowing the business, and I think you get the rewards by knowing the business more than being the best rapper in the world type.
Absolutely.
Analytics. That's just my opinion.
No,
you know
you're 100% right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talented rappers that's broke, and you got people that's less talented who made more money. So you couldn't have said that any better. 100%
Thank you,
correct.
big bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So listen, man, this documentary has been out, like I said, 10 days. We all know, for those that don't know, Chopper was part of something called Making the Band. I'm not sure exactly if he was ever signed to Bad Boy, but it was a very, very popular TV show where he stood out amongst all the people that were on there. It was, you know, for the younger audience.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, for the
Thank
younger
you,
audience that doesn't know, Puff had a show to where he was putting a band together and there was a lot of unknown artists on there. And this was the opportunity to shine. And this is the first time that myself ever seen Chopper outside of, on TV. Of course, we seen each other after that on the streets.
Definitely.
But he was probably the one who shined the most on that TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So with this documentary being out, Chopper, first of all, did you see it yet?
I've seen clips of it. And the reason why I've seen clips of it is because I've been moving and grooving. You did, but to clear that up, I was signed to Bad Boy with the band, but I ended up signing a solo deal with Bad Boy South. So I lived my extension went longer with the Bad Boy era because I went from the making the band era to actually the solo. So when you see me, I was solo.
Got you.
I was solo signed to Bad Boy South. Yeah.
Got you. Whatever happened with that? What happened? Like,
Katrina happened.
okay,
Basically, when Katrina happened, I basically told Diddy like I need help, my family down here. He was like, I just gave you an advance. I'm like, yeah, but this gonna cost a little more than what you gave me. He was like, you better get on the road. And I'm like, I had a choice to make. If if I die today or tomorrow, I don't think Diddy gonna be the predecessor of being there supporting my family. I feel like my family, you heard me, gonna hold me down. So I chose my family, and I said F him, and he said F me. Katrina happened, and then I called him because he gave me cars and all this here, and I'm trying to get my cars back. And I'm like, say, bro, I'm trying to get my cars back with the insurance situation. He said, no, you said F me.
right.
And that was that.
Well,
So,
listen, man. For people that
yeah.
don't know, and like I said, we're old enough to know everything you're talking about.
Yeah.
And just people who haven't been around, because when I talk to younger niggas, these niggas don't know. They don't know what the fuck a road, nothing. These niggas don't know nothing. What Chopper's referring
Yeah.
to is this. It was a catastrophic, like we're not going to downplay like Katrina was a thunderstorm. This was a
Yeah.
catastrophic hurricane that happened in New Orleans to where the city
Yeah.
was basically underwater. And a lot of people that I know from New Orleans had to either go to Baton Rouge or go to Texas or go to Atlanta.
Texas,
Yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah, exactly. To where
Yeah.
you wasn't even living in New Orleans for. Imagine to the audience where you grew up at, it just gets surged by water and your home is not your home anymore. Not just your house, your city is not your city anymore. I remember talking to Wayne and shout out to Weezy, and somebody
Out the
was
way.
asking him for some money. He was like, nigga, my mother don't got a house right now. Fuck this nigga asking me about some fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so we're not gonna downplay like, well, just Katrina happened. Your request was not uncalled for. You get what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna act like, because I want to spend, sometimes we say shit because me and you just rapping, or sinners up here, we just rapping. We need to make sure the audience understands. Google Katrina. Go watch a special called The Levees Broke that Spike Lee did. Go watch a bunch of shit to understand this is not just some, yo, Katrina happened. Nigga said, nah, nigga, my city is gone, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your request was not uncalled for, even though you got an advance. It was a catastrophic situation that happened. And
That's
it's a,
Cam, big brother. That's how I felt about it. I was like, say, bro, you just gave me an advance, but this situation, I just not to soften it up, but I don't think he understood the detrimental situation of Katrina at the moment. You
right,
dig?
right.
Because when I told him to help me, he basically told me to get on the road. He was like, you better get on the road. Like, get on the road? I ain't got no home to go to.
Yeah.
What is you talking?
Where am I
That made
going
me.
where am I going when I get off the road? Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I knew right there what type of character dude was. You know what I mean? And I try not to be I try to be unbiased when talking about dude, but
Right.
I just figured out what type of character he was that day. You heard me? And I said, okay, I know what I'm dealing with now. Yeah.
Got you. Sin?
Yeah, on the documentary, just in case you didn't see everything, he went to Harlem, but then when he was leaving, once he got in the car or whatever, he was saying like how he gotta put his body in a hot boiling water because he was giving people pounds and shit. And yo, he ever talk greasy about people like after they leave in front of you? You ever seen him be cool with people and then once they leave, he just talk crazy about them? You ever see some shit like that?
Absolutely. But I mean, I don't think that is a Diddy thing. I think most of the times that's just industry things. I've seen a lot of industry people do it, but Diddy definitely, yeah. I'm talking about way worse than Harlem. And if you can do that to Harlem, if you can't kiss the babies and hug the people and not feel happy about that, about a place that you represent, that shows you what type of person you are as well. Like this is the place that
Yeah.
Harlem is the place that you say made you who you are, Mr. Mount Vernon. But at the end of the day,
Thank you.
if you feel
Thank you,
disgusted,
bro. Yo, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
You know
listen.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
so happy you said that. Cause me and Sin been arguing until this documentary come out. And listen, I'm not saying whatever. Sin is like he from home, like he's from Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Oh,
he
right,
used
right.
to be in Harlem. Saying like, nah, nigga from Harlem. So we called up a mutual friend. Shout out to my nigga Easy Living. And he's like,
Probably
cause
easy
he's,
living.
yeah, cause he was from Mount Vernon and Harlem. His mother lived in Mount Vernon, his father lived in Harlem. I said, yo, is Puff from Mount Vernon or he from Harlem? He said, that's a tough one. When he was in Harlem, did he have somebody's house to go to the bathroom if he had to use the bathroom? I don't know if he did. That's how he dissected if a nigga was from Harlem. That was the way he dissected it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, not to cut you off, Cam, but this is how I would determine it. I would go like this here. I hate to say it, but I have to say it this way. You are from Harlem what block do you claim?
There you
You know what I'm
go.
saying? You got to be from a block at least. You can't just claim Harlem as one. You
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You got to
There you
it,
go.
got to be a block that say
Yeah.
they claim you. You know what I mean? Like I'm off Barone
100%.
Street.
That's what
Barone
I've been.
Street in New Orleans, Uptown claims me.
Yeah.
I'm off Barone Street.
Right. This is what I've been telling Sin for years, but he want to fight me and all this other shit. I've been telling this nigga the same shit from years. Secondly,
You know that boy Sin Petty.
yeah,
Sin just petty.
yo, listen, let me tell you something. You know another thing about it too, Chop, is this is what I say. And I see mad other niggas doing this. Just not just Diddy. I'm just talking about niggas in general. When you from
Believe
Harlem,
that.
you don't have to keep saying you're from Harlem.
You're from Harlem.
Y'all from Harlem. Yo, you know Harlem, when it come to Harlem, we do this. Niggas know that you from Harlem if you from Harlem. You don't have to say
can I
every other word.
Cam, can I say something?
Yeah.
He do got Harlem swag though.
I don't know
I'm
about
not gonna lie.
I'm counting. I'm not gonna say that, nigga.
All right.
Listen, I ain't anything running around with a random baby or I'm just saying.
No, see, you went fast forward. See what he do now?
I went fast forward.
Talk about just the swag, man. The chinchillas and all that.
Yo,
Got the swag, man.
let me ask my nigga Suge. Suge in Harlem every day right now. Suge, what you think? Pull the mic.
Do he got swag?
Do you got Harlem swag? You could talk.
Keep it real.
50-50.
All right, 50-50. I go for that.
Yeah, I go with 50-50.
All right, but what I'll say is,
Cam, he might be a 50-50, bruh. He might be a 50-50.
no, listen, man, I ain't saying Puff don't get fly. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, let me ask you this. Let me ask Sin, and what I do is I ask Sin and I ask Suge this, two Harlem niggas. Y'all got any Sean John or y'all was rocking Sean John? Just asking. Y'all could have been, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I rock Sean John.
Yeah.
You was rocking Sean John?
Yeah.
All right.
The velour suits.
Okay.
Sweatsuits.
Okay, gotcha.
My mother gets me on Easter.
Okay, so Easter, you be fresh on Easter.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That just wasn't my thing. What I want to say is this though, Chopper back to the, and no disrespect, Sean John's a fucking great company. Same thing, Baby Fat and Rockefeller and everything else. But I want to say this real quick to what you just said, right? Sin asked you a wild ass question. And talking about with Puff talking about the hot bath and everything else. After he gave,
Nah, that ain't no Harlem shit. Like.
No. What happened? No. You ain't seen the documentary. No. Puff was giving niggas 5 in the documentary. When he got in the car, he said, damn, I got to give me some hand time. He said, matter of fact, I need a hot bath. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah. But when
I heard crackheads and shit, like,
yeah.
I won't say getting a hot bath and all that shit, like.
I'm just saying, but what I'm saying is to prove something, what Chopper said, Chopper made a great point. He said, everybody says this. I remember it was somebody Sin was jogging with, and we didn't want to give him a ride home, and he called us when the nigga left and said, you left that stink nigga with me. He didn't say it in front of the nigga. He said, yeah, he said it after he left. And then got mad at us, talking about, y'all was laughing at me because you knew he stunk, and you left him with me. And I was like, I didn't leave. I didn't know he stunk like that. And he yelled at me and screamed at me and said, yes, you did. And washed his car and washed the seats. You gave your car a hot bath, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I can vouch for that one.
Yeah, right or wrong? Is that right or wrong, son?
He was a stink nigga.
Can we talk to Chopper, man? You always got to.
Because he brought up a good point. That ain't just him to do it. Niggas do that. You did the same shit, nigga. Maybe Puff do got Harlem swag, cause this the shit that these niggas be doing too.
I ain't gonna lie. The scrub your seats and all that was crazy.
Yeah, so let me ask you this: has anybody from Bad Boy Camp or Puff's family reached out to you since the doc came out?
I already had a
Period over the
situation
years.
with
Or period over the years.
over the years. Oh yeah, definitely. The one person that I was always tight with was Half PL. You know, I'm a Haitian kid. You know what I mean? But I was always tight with Half PL. That's one person that rooted for me. It wouldn't have been no me, you heard me, on Bad Boy if it wasn't for Half PL. So I would give kudos to Half PL for always, you heard me, having my back. I would say Half PL. I mean, everybody hit me here now, but I look at it like y'all are Diddy. So I ain't got nothing to talk about. But I will say this here. One time I did a little interview, you dig, and one of Diddy's sons hit me up. He's like, "Don't we talk about my dad?" And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Like, boy, I'm 6'7". All right. All right. You know what I'm saying? All right. But, you know, and then I got a call, you know, asking me to leave him alone. So I ain't speak on it no more. But I would say this, you know, um, how can you and Cam, you know this, and you know this, bro. You done been around and then you done left the building and was like, damn, that stink. You know, so that's typical. That's typical blacks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's a fact.
But at the end of the day, how can you say that about a place that you claim? You could have said that about Juki Juke, Arkansas somewhere. You
Right.
said that about Harlem.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Harlem though?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, son. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yo, in your opinion, how did he treat Cassie?
All right, you want me to keep it real with you? That what you want?
Yeah.
We ain't got no
Yeah.
this. You
All
got
right.
to keep it real up here, Chop.
The city gonna say, bro, Cam, you know me. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it real.
that's why
You
that's why
did?
you're here.
Yeah. You know, I won't lie to you, but I'll fly to you. I'm gonna say it like this here. When I did the Bad Boy deal, Ryan Leslie, he produced a Lil Daddy single for me, featuring Lil Wayne. Shout out to Wayne. And Cassie was with him. A whole relationship wiggle, you heard me? Next thing you know, like a month later, I seen from Cassie Land kicking it and kissing and being on Ryan Leslie lap to now she had Bad Boy all on Diddy lap. You know, so and then I done seen buku times them doing whatever they was doing, which is none of my business. But I will say this here. When I was in Vegas doing whatever I was doing in that life, I went to Floyd Mayweather Club and I seen Cassie and her husband. I didn't know it was her husband at this point, you heard me, but it was her husband. And she's like, City, come here. You know, because me and Cassie around the same age, you know. I was born in like 88. She was born in like 86 or something.
Right.
And she basically was like, you know, I never did it nothing. I never did nothing. I didn't deserve that. I'm drunk. She giving me buku champagne and buku liquor. I'm not knowing what she even talking about. I'm like, okay, while I'm drinking liquor. And she was like, I never did nothing to him. You know, he didn't have to do me that way. Next thing you know, a couple months later, she was suing him for 20 million.
Wow.
So I figured out right then and there what she meant by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna say it like this here: people go through problems. That domestic situation, you know, it's never right to hit a woman. You understand? But it's also never right to trigger a man. And I'm not gonna say Cassie was an angel either. Cassie was doing triggering things. Cassie was out here trying to figure it out. You know, she was trying to get her way out from Diddy whether that was dealing with other dudes, other rapper dudes, and you know what I'm saying? She wasn't no angel. So that's why when this whole situation transpired, you heard me, I'm like, it was kind of like 50-50 to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
50-50 to me. Because she wasn't no angel and Diddy wasn't no angel. The only thing was he got caught on video whooping on that girl. The end. But you can't lay back there and say that, men and women don't fight. They do. Period.
Right.
So in my mind, regardless of what's happening to Diddy, I still think he got prosecuted for a domestic violence dispute and not actually for what they tried to, crucify him for. No matter how that sounds, that's 100. Period. That's how I feel, brother. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's what's up. I see
What
you.
you think?
My opinion,
Yeah.
my opinion is this. You know more than me, and I don't know what Cassie did, but I think the way you laid it out is right. First of all, you can't hit women. That's just that. But from what all the stories I heard, and it sounds like you're way closer to the situation than I am.
All right.
Even the
Yeah.
situation even the situation we seen, right? From what I heard, I don't know. I'm talking about the tape. You left the hotel with all his clothes in the bag. I don't know if that's true or not, but he ran out in the towel and
trying to get his stuff.
Right. That's what I heard. So I'm sitting there saying, you don't gotta beat up for that, but like, yo, why you leaving with all my clothes? You get what I'm saying? It sound like right. So it sound like you just said, I don't think you can explain it better because outside of hitting the woman, you're gonna fight. That's just the way it go. And sometimes, and I'm not saying this is right, women like to get in your face. They'll be like this. They'll be like this.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you just gotta be like, okay. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. I'm not saying Cassie did that or deserved that. I'm just telling you women in general, because the way you just explained it was on point. And like I said, you just can't say nothing about it. I seen a comedian that passed away, Patrice O'Neal, say it. And he's like, we're just in a fucked up point in life because women will be in your face and you can't even give them a little mush no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. So I think a lot of women that know how to respect space even when you're arguing. Some people try to push men to the limit, and hopefully men don't feed into it. But not saying that men don't push women to the limit as well. But I think the way
which means Cam, a lot of people over there saying, "Oh, he abused her, he did this, he did that." At any given time, Cassie could have walked away, no matter how that sounds.
No,
they both could have walked away. That's why I call it a 50-50 situation. Cassie won. You did. Cassie sued that man, then double back and testified on him. Ooh, she brutal.
It was, and listen,
she hated him.
And listen, not just Cassie. When you haven't seen old Doc, but it's a lot of niggas who's telling their stories who stuck around. And I'm like, what were y'all waiting on to leave? The fame, the money.
And Cam, not to cut you off, but the little dude Rod or whatever his name is, when I seen the clip of him saying, you heard me, he was kicking it with some females and woke up in the bedroom with Diddy and his butt felt so multiple times. I'm like, you like that?
Yeah, you liked it. You didn't leave. You stayed. We actually talked about that on the last show, and we talked about this on the last show. We like, yo, you woke up sore. The fuck you stay for? I don't get it.
That.
You 100% right, because not only that, you know when it like, okay, cool. It shouldn't have even got to that, right? But
okay,
100. What the fuck? First of all, you wake up sore. You not swinging on everybody. They man down. We ain't locking the door.
Poking them. I'm going in the kitchen. I'm poking them.
It's going off the top. What you mean? What you mean? But me and Suge was talking about it before the show with my nigga Church. Before it got to that, Puff showed him a gay sex tape talking about this for motivation purposes, nigga.
I'm poking them again.
Yeah, yo, my nigga, it wouldn't have been no again. That would have been the end of it. I'm not coming back. What you showing me another man fucking another man talking about? We gotta get this album in this groove right here. What groove is this?
And still ain't get paid.
Yeah. Still ain't get the $29,000 that he was offered for that.
Yeah.
So
come on now.
Yeah, so I think you explained it. I think you explained it well. I also seen that you say you was cool with Suge and you and Suge was hanging out. Did Suge ever say anything about Puff, or did y'all was just on some cool shit trying to figure out for your career?
It was kind of both. You know, Suge hated Puff from the Atlanta situation from his homie.
Right.
So a lot of people think it's about Biggie and Pac.
Right.
No, Biggie and Pac was the tip of the iceberg. Right. You know, it came down from what Suge told me. It came down to his homeboy being in Atlanta. You heard me? And he basically said he felt like Puff had something to do with his homie getting killed. He couldn't quite prove it, but he said that's what he felt. And basically when Tupac came aboard, that was his fuel to the fire. And I still say this to this day. I love Pot to death. My favorite artists in the world is definitely Pot and Mac from No Limit.
Hmm.
It's my favorite rappers in the world. But I felt like Biggie died for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that to this day, no matter how that sounds. I feel like Biggie died literally for nothing. And I felt like, they can hate me in the comments and all this here, but I still feel like Pot died from gangbanging. And that's just how I feel about it. And what Suge told me was just a lot of things that added up to my mind as a grown man now. And what adds up to my mind is it was deeper than Biggie and Pot. Suge just hated Biggie. Suge just hated Puffy from that situation. So all the Tupac Biggie situation just added on the fuel to the fire.
Right.
And that's when another thing happened. And Biggie died for no reason from it.
Let me ask you this,
As a grown man.
let me ask you this to add on to that. Do you think that, because like your relationship with Suge, do you think it was more like, I'm trying to get Puff artists, or he just respected you once he met you, or do you think it started off with, I want to get Puff artists, then he was like, nah, I fuck with this nigga? Why do you think?
No, I was already no Cam. I was already getting me out there in L.A. You think
Got you. Okay.
I was driving Lambos and
Okay. So my bad.
doing whatever I was doing.
Say no more.
Yeah, so Suge Seaman was like, the dude got motion and he out here cutting up.
Got
And
you.
then when he understood that I was with the funk, he was like, oh, even, and then he know people that,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was like, oh, the dude for real.
Right. Got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? And I was living in Carson, right across the street from Dominguez Hills. So Suge just respected that I had my own thing going on. You heard me? And
Got
I just was like, I ain't with Diddy when he asked me the situation. He was like, let me manage you. It went from that to 2 years straight of him, we just rolling together. You heard me? So we had our times, One time we leaving the club, I'm drunk, he drunk, he got a Lamborghini. It was a stick shift. I can't drive no stick shift. He tell me to drive. I can't drive a stick shift. He like, nigga, you drive. I'm like, all right, bro. So I get to driving, and every time I hear something, I keep hitting the stick like, So while I'm doing all that, he talking to me. He talking just reckless. He was like, pot ain't deserve that. Pot ain't deserve that. Pot ain't deserve that. That's all he kept saying to me. He was like, Pot ain't deserve that. He was like, I should have never this. I should have never that. Pot ain't deserve that. But then he kept talking about Puffy. And he was like, he hated Puffy. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna say this here. Suge ain't had nothing to do with no Pot situation at all. He loved Pot to death. I will say that from my experience. He loved Pot to death. But I'm gonna always say this here. Biggie died for nothing.
So,
Yeah.
Yo, you told a story about Kobe being with Sarah for making of the band. You ever catch any backlash from that?
Yeah, but I had to keep it real,
And rest in
son.
peace to
At the end
Kobe.
of,
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, by the way. But
rest in peace to the Mamba.
yeah,
Yeah, I did I caught a little help from that because people love the Mamba. I love the Mamba, but I got to be
yeah.
honest too. At this moment in life, we was the hottest thing smoking. We the hottest thing on TV. We the hottest thing smoking. So we in
Hmm.
a club in Hollywood, and basically we just in there cooling the band, just popping. And Kobe over there, this how you know I'm keeping it G. Kobe over there drinking beer. I never seen that in my life. I never seen a person in a club with bottles full of beer. He ain't have no champagne, no liquor, no nothing, just water and beer. It amazes me, right? So he like, what's up, y'all? He came introduce himself, and he looked at Sarah, and he looked like he just seen Madonna, Marilyn Monroe. So basically, he was really jocking her all the night. And the next day, Sarah was like, I just came from seeing Kobe. We had a meeting or whatever. But I was in my head like, Kobe ain't had no meeting with you. I can't curse on here, huh?
yeah, you could curse.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, even better. I was like, Kobe ain't had no meeting with you, bitch. Because I already know how Sarah was getting down.
Yeah.
Kobe ain't had no meeting with you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I know how she, because Genuine stayed next door to me in Alabama, right? And we in the hotel, and we all did a show. We had a lineup, but Genuine was next to me, and Genuine knocked on my. This how I knew who was down with Sarah. This was before. No, this was after the. Nope, this was before the Kobe. This how I knew how Sarah really got down. Genuine knocked on my door. We just did the show. We freshening up for the after party. Genuine knocked on my door. He's like, you going to the after party? I'm like, I don't know. I'm young. I'm like, probably, I need some hoes. He's like, I got some in the room. So I go over to the room. You heard me? And I'm looking, he got some bad ones in there. I'm talking about bad. They licking each other and it's going down. And this nigga playing 50 Cent in the club. I'll never forget it. And he was like, you want to knock him down? I'm like 18. I'm like, fuck it, right. And you know, back in the G, that was the wiggle. So I knocked him down right in the room, right? And as soon as I knocked him down, this is all facts. He was like, hey, I need one favor now. I said, what's the favor? He said, tell me Sarah Stokes' room. I said, what? He was like, tell me what room Sarah Stokes in. And it was only right. So I told him. And then next thing you know, I knocked back on the door to see if Genuine was there because I was trying to get that one little yai out that room to knock her down. And nobody answered the door. Next thing you know, I seen Genuine come back like 4 hours later. You do the math. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So that me and Kobe shit for the birds. I don't know who you playing with. I'm from Uptown, girl. I know what's out.
Listen,
Yeah.
damn,
Yeah. Come on, Sarah. Stop it.
What's there right now? What's there right now?
Y'all talking to Mike.
I don't know. But shout out, you know what? I'm gonna say this here too, fellas. You heard me? Shout out to Sarah and even speaking on her business on that one
She
little
ain't fucking with
situation. It don't matter. It don't matter. But listen, this what I'm gonna say. She's still the sis, but I had to keep it real. And that's it. That nigga said she ain't fucking with you. I don't care, nigga.
My
Give me
nigga.
none.
That's why I
Give me
fucking
none.
shot. Yeah, I was
Don't be mad.
I was
Give me none.
about to ask that, nigga. Yeah. But you already answered
She
it.
ain't give me none. I'm mad.
There you go. There you go.
Nigga Chopper's rolling out there. I seen Chopper in Miami one time with the blue Maserati and all that.
Chopper been at sale.
Yeah.
So you look
He had the two-door Maserati.
Yeah, Chopper been all over the country, man.
Yeah.
Listen, you lived a lot of places. Listen, let me ask you this. I seen Stevie J make a comment towards you. You made a comment back. Are y'all in a better place now? And what did he do to make you tell a story about sleeping with his girl at the time? So it's a two-part question.
No, I just want that to let that blow Stevie J mind. And what came down with the Stevie J situation.
I like that.
Yeah, that's fuck with this.
Let that blow his mind. What came down with that situation, he spoke on the band. Like at the end of the day, shout out to the band and all that there. But say, bro, ain't nothing about me as a peon. You can't just cheesecake walk talk me. I did it. I ain't had nowhere else to go. The making the band situation was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I come from nothing. I was sleeping on the floor before that. My black tees was burgundy. I ain't had that gritty hustle in me until I started really figuring out how this go. So when you speak on the band, that's cool, but don't speak on me. Speak on them. When you speak about me, say that little dude get money. That little dude be out here for real. That little dude be everywhere. Shout out to Chopper, because every time Stevie J, you heard me see me, I was always doing it. I wasn't peoning. Ain't nothing about me a peon. So when he spoke like that, I said, oh. And you seen me and you witnessed me out here doing what I do, so I'm gonna get you back. I bet you ain't know your girl blew my mind. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? In Puerto Rico, do you remember the hip hop summits, Cal?
Yeah, hey, I know who it is. I'm not gonna say the name, but that's on you.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she has some lie too. Shout out to her.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
let that blow his mind. And when Stevie J see me, he just gonna say, bro, when Stevie J see me, he just gonna have to stand on that. That's all it is. Because one thing about me is, say, bro, I stand tall, and I don't solidify myself as no gangster, killer, none of that. I'm okay being a rapper. I'm okay with being a young hustler. But you got to stand on that when you see me. Your chain gonna have to be up, because I'm definitely gonna tap it. I'm gonna tap that chin. I'm gonna tap this chin. Look at that. I ain't lying to you. I'm gonna tap that chin.
Stevie J, cock diesel, nigga. The nigga got muscles.
I'm
Nigga.
That was crazy.
Sin, I'm 6'7", and I'm for real with it. You dig? I'm gonna tap that chin. And look, and after I tap his chin, I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm just gonna say, "Wash your mouth. We good." Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is my go?
Yeah.
All right,
Tap
real
his
quick,
chin.
Chopper. Yo, you saw you knew the what's that Day 26 band that Puff signed, the next making the
Yeah.
band after them. You saw
Yes.
they did a Vlad TV interview and all them niggas start crying and they like had to cut it off. Like, you know about their situation? Was they going through that
Yeah.
much heartache? Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That shit was funny to me. I'm sorry, fellas, but I'm gonna say this here. Ain't no way in the world a man gonna have me crying. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And you over here talking about what the man done you with the ecstasy. And shout out to Day 26, because I talked to Willie out of Day 26. But I have to keep it real. You heard me? He know I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I can say in front of anything I can say behind it, vice versa. Ain't no way in the world you over here laying it out there saying you was taking ecstasy pills, you woke up and you was so I mean, say bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. You keep hearing the same stories. Something gotta be true out of that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But you know what I mean, I feel like ain't no way in the world I'm crying over that. You know what I mean? If the man touched you, say who touched you. You know what I mean? Like, don't give us no subliminals. Who touched you, nigga? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Who touched you, nigga? Did he touch your butt? What? Oh, for real? Did he touch your butt?
He was
That's what I
catching
want
them
to know.
groups and all that. What about B2K? And he was there with them too?
Damn, I heard about. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what's down with these niggas letting niggas touch their butt. Crazy. Pause.
It's them
That shit is
Flintstones.
crazy to me.
It's them
I say,
Flintstone
bro.
ecstasies.
Say, bro. It definitely ain't. It definitely ain't the Blue Dolphin. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
it was that Flintstone, not the Blue Dolphin.
It's the
Blue Dolphin, you
Flintstone.
put that in the girl butthole. Yeah.
Dang, that was my shit back then.
Yeah, that Blue
Pause.
Dolphin, you get a bitch right with that one. Yeah, on Lorraine's
My
night.
shit.
You was putting blue dolphins in bitches' ass and
Yeah, I
shit?
did it. I put a Blue Dolphin in the bitch ass.
I did it. I did it.
Hey,
Look. I did it before
I'm
too.
from
I
that
did it
dirty
before
era.
too.
Yeah,
I did it before too.
that Blue Dolphin shit was only $10.
Yo, son, you put a blue dolphin in a bitch ass? Yeah, I missed that one. Y'all a little younger than that.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You and Suge the same age.
Yeah.
Chopper, y'all the same age.
Yeah,
Me and
Blue
Sin
Dolphin
Sin.
on the bitch ass, and that Fred Flintstone, you pop that. That's before the Molly and all that. You just get in the zone.
Yeah, see, I ain't rock with the Molly world, but the Blue Dolphin, that was the wicked. When I was in that world, that was the
This
wicked.
nigga
I ain't
Suge
gonna lie.
looking in the sky right now. Like
Yeah,
he
catching a flashback. Word. Cause you know what it was? I had a lot of older bitches at a young age. I had a lot of older
Me
bitches
too.
at a young
I
age.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, I blame him.
And the crazy,
Right there, that guy right there.
About it,
Yeah. And
I'm
he
gonna
like
tell
to
you
do a
the
lot
crazy
of
part
wild
about it.
shit. Yeah, Blue Dolphin,
I will
yeah.
tell you the crazy part about it though. I first put a Blue Dolphin in a bitch ass at Big Meech in them house. That's how I found.
Yo, let me ask you this.
That's when I first did it.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask both of y'all this, because I'm like I said, I missed the blue dolphin era. Is this
That was the era.
Yeah. Is this by request? Or do these bitches know you sticking the dolphin in their ass, or you just act like you sticking their thumb in
They
their ass?
asked you to.
No, they know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wasn't drugging them. I'm just making sure.
Nah. I was in, I think, Platinum on 138th and all that. I was in Platinum's 138th downstairs in the bathroom. And the bitch said, put a Blue Dolphin in her ass. Like,
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
That was memories, Cam. You missed
I
that
see.
one, brother.
My nigga over here looking in the sky like this. That was a hell of a time, man.
Yes, it was.
It must have, for y'all, it must have been a hell of a time, man. Let me ask you.
Yes, it was.
Let me ask you.
Because you could twist a bitch nipples and all that, like everything. Like,
I'm trying to tell you, it don't even hurt her.
For that
She
shit.
love it. She love it.
Let's stop that when we catch that cake.
Bye. Fun of the joy.
Nigga legs wiggling and all that over here, man.
Blue Dolphin was that shit. Goddamn drugs.
Yeah. Good memories.
Let me ask you this. In this documentary, there's a lot of people saying that they didn't get paid. Just the whole fucking documentary just about it's talking about
All it's about.
that he didn't get paid. Was it to the point where Anybody that you know got paid the right thing? Like you brought up Harv Pierre. Harv is my man. That's a real good friend of mine. Andre, God bless that Andre Harrell too. But was it to the point where niggas had to steal? Because I see something about Farnsworth stealing your jewelry. Was it to that? Was it to that point that Farnsworth? The niggas had to steal jewelry? That's how bad it was. How do you know Farnsworth stole your jewelry?
Because he stole it right in my face. I'm gonna break it down though. It's cool. You petty for this.
Now you said it. I'm just trying to figure out how it went.
No. You ain't gotta figure it out. I'm gonna give you the conclusion. It went like this here. All right, I got this little advance check from Bad Boy, which was a little bit of nothing, because MTV was really paying us, so it was really the money from MTV. So I go to Jacob. I don't care what nobody say. That's why I wanted to go. You heard me? I wanted to get right, and the first thing I wanted was a Jacob piece. I went to Jacob with me and Bentley. You heard me? And Bentley was like, "Oh yeah, Chop, Chop is superstar. Running it up. You dig? Jacob rocking with it." So he gave me a Jacob cross chain, big boy. Then he gave me a stone chain, a tennis stone chain. I'm talking about just beautiful. You dig? And we leave up out of there. I had a couple Jacob watches. You remember the one watches that with the little colors in it?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had the leather band one.
So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was excited.
Yeah.
I'm finally like a rapper.
Yeah.
So we do shows, and I'm like, Bentley, I give him the stone chain because I know the stone chain like worth something. So I'm like, Bentley, just in case I go in the crowd, you heard me, hold my chain. He like, all right, I got you. I let him hold my chain. The next day, where my chain at, Bentley? I left it in the room. Where my chain at, Bentley? No, I left it in the house. Hey, Bentley, where my chain at? Every day was like that to the point where I just forgot. So he deboed me. So yeah, he stole my chain. But Bentley was known for stealing though. He was a thief. That's facts. He was a thief. Period. It ain't no breakdown of that. That shit, you like that old dressed up with the suits, all that shit looking good. That nigga was a swiper. Fuck Mr. Bentley. That nigga was Mr. Swipe. That nigga was stealing everything.
Bentley was stealing shit. That's
fucking
crazy.
thief. I hate that nigga. I hate Bentley, dog. I'm gonna get my chain back one day.
Where is Mr. Bentley?
Where the fuck is Bentley? He the only nigga missing.
I don't know. But I hope he do right by me, dog, because I did Bentley nothing in life. I rock with Mr. Bentley. Why would he steal from me like that? Nah, he ain't steal from me. He deboed me.
Right.
It's a difference.
What was his job?
From me, he deboed my ass.
What was his job? He was really like holding an umbrella?
I don't know what Mr. Bentley's job was, well. To be honest with you, nobody knew.
Word.
Low key, I used to think Mr. Bentley was gay. To be honest with
you. You think he wasn't gay holding that umbrella this whole time? He was that fruitcake, for real. He got an umbrella, my nigga.
But listen. When you get around him, that nigga ain't gay at all. That nigga Mr. Bentley was having hoes low key. So I was like, oh, this nigga ain't gay. He playing that role. Because he'll play the role around Diddy and them, then get around me and be talking like a real Atlanta nigga from Decatur. I was like, oh, I get what you're doing.
So that nigga playing gay, so he played gay for the check?
Obviously, because he wasn't gay when you really talked to the nigga. He was a Decatur, Georgia nigga for sure when you talk to him. Gotcha. But when you get around Diddy, he play another role. So I was like, I get what you're doing. So, but he definitely deboed me for my chain killer, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Gotcha.
I'm sick about that. Leave me alone about that. Thank you.
Nah, we won't bring it up again, nigga.
I'm sick about that shit. Oh, I'm mad as shit about that.
Did you ever tell Puff about it?
Man, fuck Puff. I wasn't gonna tell Puff about nothing. That nigga made us walk for a cheesecake. Yeah, that nigga don't give a fuck. He ain't give a fuck about us. That shit was embarrassing.
Yes.
Yo, Chuck, you ever found it funny he was hanging around BMF after the whole Wolf situation? You ever found that funny?
I mean, the real truth of it is I was around Puff when he was hanging around the BMF situation is because I met BMF before I met Puff.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So if that make any sense, you know what I mean? I do find it weird is because I seen Wolf not liking them niggas. I was on both ends of it. I didn't see around BMF. they felt no way about Wolf. But when I get around Puff and Wolf, he used to tell Puff, don't roll with them niggas. Fuck them niggas. And Puff was like, man, be cool. It was kind of like that. So I kind of knew, you heard me, eventually that situation was going to go haywire. But I didn't think he was going to lose his life from it. Rest in peace to Wolf, because he was a real one too, in my eyes.
Yeah, R.P. Wolf, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, we seen, not just in this doc, we actually seen footage, not real footage, but just conversations where, you know, when you look back on a person like me, when I see Puff talking on Drink Champs and he'd be like, yo, when we really gonna party, baby? Like to Fab and them, like, yo, daddy, when we gonna party? We ain't get the party yet. And I know Fab and them may look at it differently. Was you ever around, not saying you participated in, but was you ever there and you was like, nah, this shit is a little too wild for me? Because I'm gonna tell you something happened. Shout out to my man Bub. Dead ass. Shout out to man Bub. This is probably maybe 2 years ago. We was meeting up with Puff because Puff wanted to sign our other show, It Is What It Is. Maybe a little more than 2 years ago before we signed. And he's like, yo, man, we want to bring it to Revolt. So we was having meetings, and me and my man Bub, shout out to my man Bub Miami, we was we was having a conversation, and you know, like I said, all this documentary wasn't out. You see the little Revolt shit. So we chilling, and Bub could tell you this nigga name. I wish I could remember this nigga name, because he's like some famous techno DJ. And he walked up. He's like, yo, Puff, what's up? And he's like, yeah, meet my man Cam. And I was like, what's up, man? And homeboy was like, when are you throwing another party? And Puff had the face like, he's like, nah, man, that last one, we was in the bushes. Everybody ass naked. yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna call Bubba. He said, we was in the bushes, man. People ass naked. When there's another one, I'm going on. Puff like. And me and Bob look at each other. Yo, fam, me and Bob looked at each other like, but Puff is trying to tell these niggas, these ain't the niggas for that, yo. Chill, my nigga. So when me and Bob walked out, I said, did you hear some shit about naked in the bushes? Bob said, hell yeah, I heard that shit. So was you ever somewhere where you be like, this shit kind of wild, I need to go, maybe I'm gonna go back to my room. Did you ever witness anything like that?
I didn't say I need to go back to my room. I said I need to leave the label.
What did you see to make you say that you want to leave the label?
Oh, real simple. Okay. We in Daddy's house. This is after the band now. I keep saying after the band so that people can know that it was a little I went further than the band.
The timeline.
Yeah. Right. So I'm working on my album, which was New Jack City at the time. I get a phone call from a bad boy. I don't want to say his name, but he kept telling me, tell Puff, get on the phone. I need to holler at him. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go to the A room. I tell his security, blah, 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 want to holler at Puff. You know, he's a big dog over there, bad boy. So I'm thinking it's all gravy. He like, no, man, he doing something right now. So I'm like, huh? And I gave the security the phone. And whatever he said to him, he got out of my way. And I walked in the room, just a quick little crack, and I seen Puff and somebody that's very major in the industry groping on each other. And when I seen that,
hold the fuck up, chop. What is groping? Cause I know what groping is, but what the fuck you mean you seen them groping?
If I see two people in a room and they're touching and feeling on each other, that's groping to me.
Yeah.
And I seen touching and feeling in an uncomfortable way to my eyes way. And when I seen that, everything started rolling nice for me. I started getting Ferraris as a gift. I started getting, remember the Sean John Navigator trucks? Mm-hmm. Started getting those and all types of nice flourishing things to myself after that happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Niggas tried to buy your silence.
I don't know what that means.
You basically, but no, not in a rude way. Basically, what you saying is you wasn't supposed to see these two niggas groping, but all of a sudden, after you seen them groping, Sean John Navigator trucks. Little gift here and
You
there.
remember them?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. But would you have got that if you didn't see that?
No.
That's what I meant.
No, I wouldn't.
That's what I meant.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say.
When I say groping, I seen crotch groping.
What?
I put this on my kids.
Crotch groping? Comfortably? In daddy's house?
It was uncomfortable to my eyes, maybe comfortable to them.
That's no, not to you. Like they was, because I got an idea what you're talking about, but I'm just saying.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but.
Come on, man, y'all gotta say.
No.
Not on
this show.
Not to cut you off, but the type of person that I'm talking about is too much of a juggernaut to even talk about it. That makes sense?
No, I know what you're talking about, and that's why we're not going to say the nigga's name. That's why we're not going to say the name.
I would prefer to let that go into the next question.
Absolutely. Sin, you got another question, man? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my last one. I seen that did Puff snipe Lori Harvey from Justin? Like, because that was his girlfriend. Were they used to like doing that? Because I honestly think that's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's cool.
Can I be?
Like,
that's because you got a little sickness in your sin. That's why you think it's okay.
Man. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's why you think it's okay.
Thank you, man.
I don't think it's okay at all to date your son's little yad.
Word, man.
But hey, everyone, what floats your boat, floats your boat. I'm gonna say this.
Sin ain't got no kids. He ain't got no kids, man.
She ain't underage. She ain't underage, though.
Yeah, he ain't got no kids. Listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Sin is a little weird, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
If you got
you get the smashing on your son's chick, though.
Hold on. If you got a 21-year-old son and he like going to the strip clubs and he bring a stripper back, the pops don't be looking like, damn, she got some ass.
That's his
the pops don't be looking.
That was his girl.
Oh,
see, that's Diddy. Look, Stan, that's Diddy's damn problem. That's and then you go over there and mess with 50 Cent, like, yeah, that's why your ass in trouble now. You barked up the wrong tree, nigga.
Yo,
that boy 50.
Yo, Sin, man. Listen, man. Listen. Imagine I sit there and little Cam got a girl and I take his girl. I'll be cut the fuck off till 2039, nigga. I take my motherfucking nigga. I'd be cut the fuck off, man. You got to chill, my nigga.
You gonna hate your ass.
Yeah, man. Yo, Chop, listen, man. I gotta get you back on the show soon, bro. You for real, my nigga. I really, really appreciate you, bro, man. Anytime you in Vegas or Miami, hit me up, nigga. You my nigga. We got to go do some heterosexual shit.
no groping.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. But I just want to tell you, thank you so much.
Man.
And listen, we got to bring you back again and talk about some regular shit besides this shit. But I just wanted to tell you, thank you for taking the time out and joining the show, man. We appreciate you, baby. Much love. Salute.
Thank you too, big bro. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much, yo.
I'm about to hit you, Chop. You already know.
All right, love y'all. Y'all be cool, yo.
I fuck with that nigga Chopper, son. That nigga's a real one, man. You know, I respect.
Nigga,
first of all, he's not gonna shy away from his story. You know what I'm saying? Like, my story's my story, whether you like it, don't like it, indifferent about it. This is my story. This is how it happened. And I'm gonna tell the truth about my story. And I fuck with him for that. He stands 10 toes down. And I believe him. I really believe what he's talking about, not just stories on what he wants to do and gonna do and everything. I'm not promoting violence or anything, but it sounds like he means everything that he says he means. And I respect that about him, man. I would say, please don't get into a fight with Stevie J. That's the only thing I would say. But
Steve.
Yeah, man. I mean, I gotta, it is what it is. But Chopper, thank you so much for joining the show. He was really, really dope. Sim, what we and you got going on pause today, man?
No, what the hell you got going on? You calling people shows, interrupting their shows, man.
Nah.
What the hell was that about, man? What's up with you, man? Like, you're calling people shows, interrupting shows to argue. What's up? You was bored? You had time?
You was bored today, huh?
I had 12 minutes to myself. Listen, man, I had 12 minutes.
Can't help yourself.
So listen, this is the last time I talk about it. unless I feel like talking about it. I may bring it up again in March if I feel like bringing it up.
Said that mad strong.
Yeah,
If I feel like
yeah,
it.
because I don't really be having time, but sometimes I do got time. So when niggas want to play with me and fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with them. Pause. Because when I first heard one about, like, I know this dude, and we never really had a problem, and he was jumping out the window about some shit he wasn't even there for. And then when y'all was telling me about it, not just you, other people send me stuff, I be seeing my name on the thumbnail on they show too much. Like, y'all niggas using my name for clicks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least 2-3 shows my name was in the thumbnail, if I'm not mistaken, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, and then he be saying shit like I didn't live over there. And I don't be knowing nothing. And then the lies, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm calling in today. And that's when I called in. And I'm gonna say this for the record, because I never really watch the shows. I just be getting word of mouth of what people be telling me. I don't be watching that shit. But people be telling me what's going on in the hood and be letting me know. And I see that he was trying to push an agenda that I didn't say. And I called him out on it. He was then he tried to say, fuck that. Basically, in my neighborhood, there was a couple of people who ran it. And, I'm not going to say ran it, but was well respected. And Big Lee is one of them. And we could tell that he's a Big Lee supporter, which is great. I don't have a problem like that with Big Lee. So he was doing certain shit. And Reg was my man. And I'm not going to get into that story. But what I'll say is this. He been going around, for what I'm hearing, talking about, I said I pulled out a gun on Big Lee and ran him out the park, which I never said, which I wouldn't have done. At that time, before Lee went to jail, Lee had a lot of power, and Lee never did no shit for me to pull out a gun on him and run him out the park. He's like, you would have died. Yo, these niggas be scared of this nigga from the grave, yo. That should be crazy to me. But I never said that. And what I did say was that when Lee went to jail for something, during the time he went to jail, I kind of became up with music and so on and so forth, going to Ohio, getting a couple dollars, X, Y, Z. And so when I got up, I purposely didn't get niggas from Harlem, because the same way he acting now, I ain't want, if I had a problem, for niggas to be acting the same way that he's acting now, scared. So when I got on, I got a bunch of niggas from the Bronx and from Brooklyn who didn't know these people. So if it was a problem, it wasn't no talking, it wasn't no negotiating. They don't know you. The same way, like in his show, he's like, if you would have did this to Big Lee, you would die. These niggas don't know. They got their own Big Lees in their neighborhood. And they got their own murderers and killers. Not saying Big Lee was that. I'm just saying they got their own niggas. So if it ever was a problem, ain't no talking. Because they don't know him. The same way this nigga panicking like this nigga about to jump out the grave, my nigga. So he's pushing an agenda like I said that I ran Big Lee out the park, which I didn't. So I'm going to explain this for him and the people that he's lying to one time. When Big Lee came home from jail, I was up. And I was running around with about 30, 40 niggas who didn't care about nobody. And Big Lee had came to my video shoot, old boy video shoot, which was not at a park. It was downtown Manhattan. And they was telling me that Big Lee is outside. He want to talk to you. Now listen, me and Lee always been super cool. Not super cool, but we was all right. We had an all right relationship. But not for him to be coming all the way downtown to look for me, to have a conversation with me. So I'm like, I see the nigga when I see the nigga. Why is he all the way downtown looking for me to have a conversation with me? I know I'm up. I know I'm from the block. I know he may need a favor, whatever, but that wasn't the time to do that. Me personally, that's how I felt about it. And so an hour go by, they say he's still out there. He want to talk to you. And I'm like, no, I'm not letting him in the video right now. I'm spending $300,000, $400,000 in video. We shooting a video. That's not going to happen. Now, mind you, son, when Lee came home from jail, I'm not going to say these people's names because they still cool with me. He was smacking niggas from our neighborhood, niggas he grew up with, telling niggas who was getting money in our neighborhood that he was cool with, yo, y'all can't hustle out here. Y'all need to have a conversation with me. Not only that, putting his hands on his friends, people that he grew up with. So when I hear he's coming downtown to talk to me, what am I supposed to think? If you're doing that to the niggas you grew up with and are cool with, like I said, I'm not gonna say these people's names because I'm still cool with them today. So I'm shooting a video. I told security and them, don't let them in. I look up another hour later, now 2 hours go by, he's in the video shoot. So I look up, I'm like, who the fuck let this nigga in the video shoot? I walk up to him, I said, Lee, what's up? He like, what's up? I said, ain't nothing, what's up? He said, ain't nothing, what's up? I said, ain't nothing, what's up? He said, why you keep saying what's up? So now me and him are having a conversation going back and forth. I said, yo, you came to the video shoot, what's going on? When me and him are having this conversation, the niggas that I'm with, 30 niggas pulled up. None of them know who Big Lee is. Kareem, as much as you panicked at this nigga, they don't know him. Lee is with two niggas, and we basically went around them. And so one of my niggas, Black Adon, he basically like, yo, what's the fucking problem? And Black Adon, and he'll tell you, he was there. He gets in Big Lee face. Big Lee is like, who are you? Black Adon get on his blood shit. Black Adon, Ghost Town, non-trade, you know, whatever set he was from at the time, yada, 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 yada. So Black Adon says to Big Lee, now you know who I am, who are you? This nigga Big Lee said, yo, Cam, tell him who I am. I said, nigga, you tell him who you are. What you mean? Me tell him? Nah, I said, yo, cool. This time, I didn't know who Aaron was. Aaron was with Big Lee, with somebody else at that time. So I pulled Big Lee to the side because it's about to get nasty. Like I said, I'm not going to say Aaron was doing what he's doing, but niggas I was with was pulling. I never said me, said niggas I was with. So I pulled Lee to the side. I said, listen, what's going on, man? You came down here. You must want to have a conversation with me. What's happening? Nah, homeboy, I just came home. You know, I may need a little help, this, down, and third. I said, that's fine. But the way you going about it is kind of not right. He's like, no, I'm just saying, I came to talk to you, and, you know, they leaving me outside. I said, Lee, I'm shooting a $300,000 video. You know, this nigga shit, and as much as me and you know each other, we don't know each other for me to stop doing what I'm doing to have a conversation. We cool and everything else, but I heard and I'm not saying this to him, I'm just telling you my mindset. You just put your hands on niggas you grew up with and told other niggas they can't get money over here until they talk to you. I don't know what you coming down here for. So on this conversation that I had that you talked about, I barked on niggas the other day, I was saying that Aaron was there, and this nigga said, Aaron said you lying. Listen, Aaron, me and Aaron had a conversation after this. You're lying. Only thing me and Aaron disagreed on, because Aaron was there and he can't tell you exactly everything I just told you is true. The only thing that me and Aaron was disagreed on was this, was that Lee didn't come down there to do no harm to me or do anything to me. He just wanted to have a conversation with me because he was trying to get on his feet or start a lay, whatever it was. So I explained to Aaron, I understand that, but the way it went down and him coming down there, I didn't take it like that. And he like, Cam, why would you do something to you? I said, you may be right, you're 100% right. But if you put his hands on so-and-so uptown and told niggas they can't get money here, that was just my mindset. And Aaron was like, nah, he didn't come for that. So that's the only part me and Aaron disagreed on. And it ain't for me to disagree because Aaron's with him, so he has a better idea of what Lee's mindset was. So as far as niggas lying, Doc, you wasn't there. You went from this whole shit talking about I was pulled a gun out at a park and ran him out the park and I would have died. Yo, my nigga, stop. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I could walk out of here tonight and get robbed, and I've been shot before, and I'm not glorifying none of that shit. But you talking about a nigga would have died? Lee is dead. Everybody's not scared of everybody, and I don't wish he'd no death on that man. But you gotta stop acting like everybody's so invisible. That's the way you act. You know what I'm saying? And God bless him. I wish he wasn't dead. I wish he was still here because I never had a problem with him whatsoever. Same way I never had a problem with you. But what your problem is this. You want niggas to not tell what they seen. The niggas is all dead. And when I talk about L or I talk about G or I talk about Reg or I talk about Lee, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but you can't tell me not to talk about what I seen when I'm almost 50 years old. How you gonna tell a 50-year-old man almost not what to talk about because you running around still scared of whatever the fuck you still scared about? But that's my fault. You know, I can't use the word I really want to use on here because they'll shadow ban us. But that's what I get for talking to somebody who takes what they want from women. And I ain't talking about a pocketbook.
Nah. What you mean, man? What
That's the whole
what does
kid
that
right
mean?
there.
What does that mean? Wait.
He got a case. It got thrown out. But then, you know, he takes what he wants from females. Ask him, you know, when next time you're on the show, ask him if he maybe I'll call back in. Because what he likes to do is what I seen, you know, ponder of what we do and then talk. Let's talk about that case that got thrown out in the mid-'80s. That take what you want from a woman case. Not merchandise.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
In the crack era?
Yeah. But that's my fault for talking to nigga wear scrubs and take what they want from women. That's just my bad. So I shouldn't have fed into that.
We got time for one more? Because listen. I want. Being that you don't explain everything and you leave people to assume, I'm gonna say it. Last week you was talking about. I know who you was talking about, but you was talking about how people click up and everybody thinks that it's a podcast beef with us and Mano and Jim and Fab and Dave and thinking that you were talking about them, which is completely crazy. Like, y'all gotta stop. I know y'all looking for drama and shit to talk about on your podcast and all that, but it's none of that, man. Like, niggas is happy over here. You see me dancing and shit, doing the lavish dance and all that. Niggas ain't trying to start trouble with niggas on another podcast. That's corny. Like, no, he wasn't talking about that. So being that you don't like to explain shit and you like to when people just assume, I don't like that assumption because I'm getting DMs about it. Oh, yo, why you talking about these niggas? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
No,
I want
you're
to say that.
100% right. I have no beef. I don't do podcast beef. And I'm not talking about niggas I've never had a problem with Fab in my life. I don't have a problem with Davies. I don't have a problem with Mano. And as far as I'm concerned, Jim can have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with him. So, you know, congratulations, whatever they doing. But what I was talking about was not about them. What happens is this: a lot of my adult life been televised. So when you see me with a group, everything is diplomats. When you hear me talk about a female, oh, you got to be talking about Juju. Yo, no. I've dealt with hundreds, if not thousands of females. I know hundreds of bitch-ass niggas that click up and bitch-ass bitches that click up. This is not who y'all want it to be because y'all only see a certain section of my life. It's a lot of things y'all don't see. So but Sin is right. If he didn't bring it up, I'm not going to. If y'all want to assume that, fine. I'm not the explaining type unless I got to explain. So being that you brought it up, I don't mind explaining it, but what I say and what people understand are two different things. I can't help that. That's just on them. They want to create drama because that makes their life go better in the daytime, fine with me. But you're absolutely right. I was not talking about that.
All right, I know we out, but I saw Prince J ask this question, and this just for you. This is for you. If you got $200,000 minus $20, how much is that, Mr. Mathematician? Hurry up.
$199,980.
All right, Nick, I'm out. All right, whatever, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right.
All right, man. That's it. That wasn't even a hard question.
All right. What's your favorite number?
Like just 11 maybe, probably 11.
11. What number does your birthday fall on?
4. This nigga
If you
looking
was
down good as
born,
shit.
if you was born 12 years ago, how old would you be now?
37.
I got him, Nick. Yo, turn that off, Nick. I said if you was born 12 years ago, how old would you be now? See, what you was doing was listening to what I said before.
I
How
knew it
old
was
would you
something this
be
nigga
right
was
now
trying to
if you
do.
was
I
born
didn't
12
get it
years
though.
ago?
Yeah, that was a good
I'm
one.
like, what is he doing? Like,
That was a good one. But you know what, Sin? Since you want to do that,
Now you want battle.
no, yeah, let's battle. I bet you I can make you have whatever number you say. I can make you have that number.
All right.
Get your calculator out because you're not really as good as math as I am. So get your calculator out. You playing little word games.
I got it out.
All right, what number do
I
you
got
want
it.
me to make you have? Pause.
I got to think about it in my mind.
No, just tell me a number and I'm gonna do some stuff to make you have that number. Give me any number.
35.
35. All right, think of a number. I'm gonna make everybody in the room have 35. Matter of fact, if you want to do the math too, like, don't even pull your phone out. We know you ain't.
You did this to me before.
all right.
Y'all can do it in control room if y'all want to. All right, think of a number.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, double it.
Okay.
Okay.
And 70.
Add 70.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Divided by 2.
Yep.
Made for stuff. The number you originally started with, subtract from the number you have now.
That's fucking crazy.
This nigga do witchcraft, yo.
No, that's crazy,
that
bro.
nigga do witchcraft, man. I want to get off the show. This nigga does witchcraft. This nigga's the conjuring.
Yo, listen.
Fucking Annabelle doll.
This nigga's a vampire, fam. I'm telling you, he's been here. Hey, when good luck Tommy says he's been here before, this nigga's been here before, fam.
Telling you, man.
He's been here
Shut
before.
up, Larry. That nigga does witchcraft.
Nigga here want to play these little mind games to do real math, man.
That's crazy.
Nah, Larry. Don't applaud that. That shit is easy, my
I'm
nigga.
just saying. Tommy said he's been here before. He's been that shit he just did. He's been here
Y'all
before.
both had
fam.
35, so it wasn't just you.
Yeah, bro. He's been here before.
Did they have that in the control room? Oh, I know.
Yeah, look, all three of them in the control room at 35.
It's crazy.
Damn.
One more question. Because I see you got caught in the crossfire a little bit. And like you said, like I said, you don't like to explain shit. Maybe you want to explain it to an athlete out there that's kind of upset with you, man. You know?
Which one?
And I think,
Right.
in my opinion,
Right, which athlete? Which one?
Which motherfucker upset
an
today?
athlete that I really admire, man. Like I've been
Why
a
don't you
fan of
just
this for
say
a
what
long
you gotta
time.
say, man? It's too many-
Tank Davis. You know, he's a little mad at you. You know, for being in the ring in the wrong place of the ring or whatever.
Let me ask
He
you-
said a few things.
I seen that. Let me ask you, what is he mad at me about, though? I'm just trying to figure out.
He thinks you came with Roach because you were standing in the ring behind Roach, so he thinks that like you part of his team or whatever. And that's a nigga who he's been going back and forth with for a little while. And shout out to Roach Senior and Roach, they cool niggas, man.
Yeah,
for real.
But I thought him and Roach was cool.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah,
But
so
they fought each other.
they fought each other before that fight. Anyway, I wasn't there with Lamar Roach. But I do have a relationship with Lamar Roach because he came on the show 2 times, and shout out to his father. And shout out to Pitbull. for showing up. They put on a tremendous fight that night. Excuse me, but I wasn't there with Lamont Roach. I was there with PBC. Shout out to Sam, my man Sam. Shout out to Al Heyman. They brought us in as partners. If you look at the ring floor, it said Talk with Flea on the ring floor because we were promoting.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Pardon me, absolutely correct. I got so many shows, I don't remember what fuck going on out here. Shout out to It Is What It Is, my man Mace, of course, Stat, of course. We did a show there. But if you look on the ring floor, our logo was on the ring floor. We wasn't there with Lamont Roach, and we wasn't there with Pitbull. We were there with PBC, and we were there with Prime Video promoting the fight. As much as I love Lamont Roach and shout out to Pitbull and a bunch of fighters I love, that ain't really my bag walking out with fighters. I'm more in the promotion thing, and I'm not disrespecting anybody who does walk out with fighters. That's just not my thing. And to be clear on that, we think about somebody of Eminem stature walking out with Terrence Crawford. And I don't got Eminem money, and I've never been as famous as Eminem, just to let you know I'm not shitting on people who walk out with boxers. I'm just telling you that's not what I do. And we were there to promote the fight. So I didn't understand what he said when he said it. That's why I didn't even feed back into it, because our future business with PBC, now future business with Prime Video. And shout out to my partners. It's been a pleasure working with y'all, and I'm looking forward to doing more business with y'all in the next fight, most likely around February 15th. We'll announce who the fight will be, and we're going to have a great time moving forward with the new partners there. So I'll be around for a little while, man, but I had no idea what it was about. I was more confused than anything else.
That's maturity, man. I'm proud of you, man.
The truth. Yeah.
Smile, man. That's maturity, nigga. I like that.
It could be maturity. It's just the actual fact, man. It's just we're going to be doing more business with PBC. I have one last event that I'm doing before we lock in 100% with PBC. And it's probably going to come out today, later on today, or tomorrow. The face-off between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
That's fire. Oh, yeah, I'll be out there for that, too.
So, yeah, 2026 is going to be a big boxing year for Talk with Flea, and it is what it is. So we'll be around, but not coaching anybody. I'm not walking anybody out. We're here to promote the fights and get the best fights we can see and make sure the audience sees it. That's just that.
Facts.
All right, man. So I guess we're good, man. Like I was saying before, thank you guys for tuning in this year. It's been a great year. Suge, thank you for pulling up today. Larry, thank you so much. Taylor, everybody, Nick, everybody, Jari in the control room who've been putting it together. Revolt 2025 was real great. We're going to have a better 2026. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to everybody. We'll see you at the top of the year next year.